Go ahead.
My name is David Gullette. I'm the Vice President of the Newton, Massachusetts San Juan del Sur Sister City Project. I'm here with my friends from the Lehigh University chapter of Engineers Without Borders. We are going to be walking through the site of the permanent campus of the Free High School for Adults, which is a high school put together to serve a population that's married, over 18, or has children that are not welcome in the public high school. Currently, the Free High School has over 700 students, but they don't have their own permanent home. They kind of sleep around, as it were, from place to place. So what I'm going to show you here is how much has been done already. In the background here, you see the entrance to the library, which is the front of the, what I call the left-hand wing of the building. It's a mixture of hardwood pillars, extremely hardwood pillars, with cement bases. Beautiful beveled cement pillars in the front, nice angles. This part here will be the library. It doesn't have a roof yet. But beyond, we'll walk into the aula, which is the first classroom. I'm now thinking that perhaps that their own version of microLAM line there is probably going to go up here. So there's one right here, there's one right there. They've taken a number of 1-bys, nailed them together to make a very substantial, what's called a viga, or a beam. They have to be strong because this is an earthquake zone. So it's called a viga sísmica, or earthquake-proof beam. Let's walk around into the classroom. What you see here is a classroom ready to have its floor put in. The co-founder of the Free High School, Rosa Elena Bello, who co-founded it with my wife Margaret, has the good luck of being not simply the mayor of San Juan del Sur, but also having a lumberman and a sawmill owner as a husband. Their mill is right down the hill. In fact, they donated the land to us. This school site is about 8 miles from the Pan-American Highway, which is to say about 8 miles from Lake Nicaragua, and another 4 or 5 miles in the other direction from the Pacific Ocean and San Juan del Sur. You can walk down here and then take a look back in the other direction. You might look in and see that they put extremely strong, looks like 2x8 supports for the floor. It's rare to have a really good wooden floor in Nicaragua. Usually they simply pour cement. This is going to be much more elegant, and it's probably going to be a teak. So here's what they've got done so far down to this end. If you turn around and look back, you can see how the classroom will be here and the library there. Then if you turn around to this side, this building itself will be repeated along here, which is to say north to south. And then when it gets out to that corner, from the south corner back out to the west, and so it'll make a giant C. Originally they were thinking about making two L's that would fit together into a square, but in fact I think they've redesigned it to be a giant C with classrooms, 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 library. And we're thinking that a set of 4 composting toilets will go off there at the edge of the drop-off. Beyond the trees there, it drops off very abruptly down to a creek, which is dry at this time of year in January, and full of roaring water in the rainy season. The real rainy season, Lake Nicaragua is about 8 miles away. When the rivers are really full. The fish, quite big edible fish, come up from the lake and they swim up these rivers all the way back into the farm country like this. Farmers go out with baskets and nets and rakes and pull them out of the water. You hear a truck in the background. That truck is going on the main road from the Pan-American Highway to San Juan del Sur. That road was laid out by engineers in the employ of Cornelius Vanderbilt, who in the 1850s was the wealthiest man in the world. He made his fortune in railroads and steam traffic in New York. And he cornered the Trans-Isthmian, that's a fancy word, across the isthmus, through Nicaragua transit route. You could leave New York on Vanderbilt steamboats, go down to San Juan del Norte on the Caribbean, up the river, the Rio San Juan, across the lake, then with little blue and white carriages made in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, you'd be taken on this road, which was a corduroy road. Part of it was a corduroy road, which means a wooden road. Up over the Continental Divide. We're about half a mile from the Continental Divide here, and down the other side to San Juan. So where, if you were lucky, there would be a Vanderbilt steamboat waiting to take you to San Francisco. Sometimes you had to wait months for the boat to come. But if everything fell into place, you could make it from New York to San Francisco in 29 days. So this part of the world is familiar to those who know about American history. Many thousands of Americans came up this road, or a version of this road, in the gold rush days. And San Juan del Sur in this whole area was very famous until 1867 when the railroads went through, and then people said, I'm not going to Nicaragua, I'm going to take the train. And that was the end of that wonderful, interesting episode. So here we are, looking forward to having the free high school for adults to have its own campus right here in Boca de la Montaña, which means the mouth of the mountain. And maybe we can walk around and see it. It's a quite beautiful mountain. It's never been lumbered. It's been protected. Right through this hole right here. You'll see way up there the trees on the tree line. It's a beautiful mountain. There's all the microwave towers are way up on the top of that. And when you've got a completely forested mountain, that means it's probably the water that rains down this hillside is being absorbed by the underground aquifer. That's what we're hoping, because perhaps the well will go up here on this side somewhere. They put in a tank, have a gravity feed. So there can be water in the school and water in the hand washing area in front of the composting tanks. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.